Anyone who acquires a firearm for personal defense needs only to learn how to handle the firearm safely. A. True. B. False. Answer: false. If you own a handgun, you should study the manufacturer's instructions to learn how it operates. A. True. B. False. Answer: true. As long as a cartridge fits into the chamber or magazine of a firearm, it means that it is the correct ammunition for that particular firearm. A. True. B. False. Answer: false. A Nevada concealed firearm permit allows a person to carry a concealed firearm in all 50 states. A. True. B. False. Answer: false. The fundamental principle of firearm safety is to treat every gun as if it is at all times. A. Loaded. B. Unloaded. Answer: A. Loaded. Everyone should comply with the following firearm handling safety rules. A. Keep the muzzle or barrel pointed in a safe direction. B. Keep the finger off the trigger and outside the trigger guard. C. Keep the action/cylinder open and the firearm unloaded until ready to load and use. D. All of the above. Answer: D. All of the above. When shooting on an organized range, either indoors or outdoors, you are responsible for A. Reading the rules. B. Understanding the rules. C. Obeying all range commands. D. Handling a firearm safely. E. All of the above. Answer: E. All of the above. For firearms to work safely and reliably, they require A. Correct ammunition. B. Regular cleaning and care. C. To be stored in a locked gun cabinet. D. Both A and B. Answer: D. Both A and B. It is always best to depend on the use of force for your protection. A. True. B. False. Answer: false. The identity of Nevada concealed firearm permit holders is public information. A. True. B. False. Answer: false. The term deadly force means A. That force which, under the circumstances it is used, is readily capable of causing serious pain. B. That force which a reasonable person would consider likely to cause incapacitation. C. That force which a reasonable person would consider likely to cause death or serious bodily harm. Answer: C. That force which a reasonable person would consider likely to cause death or serious bodily harm. Warning shots should not be utilized because A. Firing the weapon can affect your ability to think clearly. B. Rounds shot into the air return to the ground at high velocity and can cause injury or death. C. You are responsible for every round fired from your weapon. D. You should only discharge your weapon at a threat you need to stop. E. All of the above. Answer: E. All of the above. If you are carrying a loaded firearm in a backpack, purse, briefcase, or duffel bag, you are A. Concealed carrying. B. Transporting. C. Brandishing. D. None of the above. Answer: A. Concealed carrying. The first rule of firearm safety is A. Determine whether the firearm is loaded. B. Determine if the safety is on. C. Keep the muzzle pointed in a safe direction. D. Remove the magazine from the firearm. Answer: C. Keep the muzzle pointed in a safe direction. A responsible gun owner should have a plan to deal with post-incident issues should they ever have to use their firearm to defend themselves or others. A. True. B. False. Answer: true. The decision to possess a CCW permit and carry a firearm for self-defense subjects the permittee to a heavy burden of responsibility and personal liability. A. True. B. False. Answer: true. When you stop shooting, the first thing you should do is A. Move your finger out of the trigger guard. B. Remove the magazine. C. Check the chamber. D. Put the safety on. Answer A. Move your finger out of the trigger guard. The first thing to do when cleaning your gun is A. Run a bronze brush through the bore. B. Carefully unload it. C. Use a good bore cleaner. D. Wipe the outside with a slightly oiled patch. Answer B. Carefully unload it. Before you shoot, you should A. Observe what is beyond your target. B. Identify your target. C. Be sure your target is clear of any innocent bystanders. D. All of the above. Answer D. All of the above. Why is cleaning your firearm important? A. To prevent malfunctions. B. To protect the firearm from corrosion. C. To inspect for damage. D. All of the above. Answer D. All of the above. Treat every firearm as if it is A. Expensive. B. Unloaded. C. Loaded. D. Stolen. Answer C. Loaded. It is acceptable to drink alcoholic beverages before or while you are shooting if A. You only have a few drinks. B. You are out in the desert with a few close friends. C. You have a good meal within an hour before shooting. D. None of the above. Answer D. None of the above. Firearm safety is A. Everyone's responsibility. B. The range master's responsibility. C. Your responsibility. D. The instructor's responsibility. Answer A. Everyone's responsibility. Is it legal to sell a friend a firearm without a background check as long as you know they are not a prohibited person? A. True. B. False. Answer false. When storing firearms that will not be used for a while, you should A. Unload them. B. Clean them. C. Lubricate them. D. Use an appropriate gun lock, locked container, or safe. E. All of the above. Answer E. All of the above. The elements required to use deadly force are A. Seat, cycle, reassess the threat. B. Ability, opportunity, imminent jeopardy, preclusion. C. Identify your target and what is beyond it. D. Having the right gun with the correct ammo. Answer B. Ability, opportunity, imminent jeopardy, preclusion. A Nevada concealed firearm permit holder is authorized to carry any type of firearm concealed. A. True. B. False. Answer false. NRS 200.120 defines justifiable homicide as lawful self-defense killing of another human being. A. True. B. False. Answer true. Concealed firearm means a loaded or unloaded handgun carried upon a person in a manner not discernible by ordinary observation. A. True. B. False. Answer true. Unless suspended or revoked, a Nevada concealed firearm permit will expire. A. 5 years after issuance. B. On the 5th anniversary of permittee's birthday nearest issuance. C. 3 years after issuance. D. No expiration. Answer B. On the 5th anniversary of permittee's birthday nearest issuance. Per NRS 202.265, without written permission, a person shall not carry a firearm on the property of A. Nevada system of higher education. B. A public or private school. C. A child care facility. D. All of the above. Answer D. All of the above. NRS 200.130 states that bare fear is not sufficient to justify killing, must be fear of a reasonable person, not revenge. A. True. B. False. Answer true. Per NRS 202.367, within 30 days a permittee must notify the issuing sheriff in writing if A. Permanent address changes. B. Permit is lost. C. Permit is destroyed. D. Permit is stolen. E. Any of the above. Answer E. Any of the above. Per NRS 202.3667, when carrying a concealed firearm, one must carry A. 2 extra magazines or speed loaders. B. Proper identification. C. Permit or duplicate permit. D. Fishing or hunting license. E. B and C. Answer E. B and C. Even as a permit holder, you can be prosecuted for illegally drawing a deadly weapon. A. True. B. False. Answer, true. A sheriff shall deny or revoke a permit if the applicant A. Has been convicted of a felony. B. Habitually uses intoxicants/substances impairing faculties. C. Has outstanding arrest warrant. D. Made false statement on application. E. Any of the above. Answer E. Any of the above. Homicide is justifiable when committed in lawful defense of A. Yourself. B. Your spouse. C. Family member. D. A person in your presence or company. E. Any of the above. Answer E. Any of the above. Violation of NRS 202.350, carrying concealed without permit. A. Carrying in plain view equals violation. B. Completely concealed without permit equals violation. C. Carrying concealed ammo equals violation. D. Owning machine gun equals violation. Answer B. Completely concealed without permit equals violation. Applicants must complete an approved course including A. Firearms safety. B. Liability. C. Nevada laws on use and concealed carry. D. Handgun use instruction. E. All of the above. Answer E. All of the above. Per NRS 202.3673, permit holder may not carry in public buildings if A. On airport property. B. On public school property without permission. C. Sign posted forbidding firearms. D. All of the above. Answer D. All of the above. On private property with no firearms allowed sign, you should A. Ignore it. B. Leave the property. C. Secure firearm then enter. D. Speak to manager. E. B and or C acceptable. Answer E. B and or C acceptable. Nevada recognizes CCW permits from all 50 states as valid. A. True. B. False. Answer, false. It is against the law to aim a firearm at someone unless in self-defense or defense of others. A. True. B. False. Answer, true. In road rage, displaying a firearm to end confrontation is effective. A. True. B. False. Answer, false. Even if a 17-year-old is competent with firearms, they cannot use one without adult presence. A. True. B. False. Answer, true. State law requires you to tell an officer you have a CCW permit, and it should get you out of a speeding ticket. A. True. B. False. Answer, false. Prosecutors investigating self-defense will review your background and substance use. A. Not consider past behavior. B. Will thoroughly investigate background, communications. C. Will check for drugs or alcohol in system. D. B and C. Answer D. B and C. If you use deadly force and someone is injured, the first call should be A. 911. B. Friends. C. Lawyer. D. Family. Answer A. 911. Once you draw and aim at a threat, you must shoot. A. True. B. False. Answer, false. Having a concealed handgun in your vehicle is the same as carrying it on your person. A. True. B. False. Answer: false.